Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects so many of us in our 30s, lifestyle inflation. You know, that moment when you start earning more, and suddenly, you're spending more too. Maybe it's upgrading your car, moving to a fancier apartment, or dining out at expensive restaurants. It feels like you're just enjoying the rewards of your hard work. But here's the thing, lifestyle inflation can have a huge impact on your long-term financial goals. In this video, we're going to break down what lifestyle inflation really is, the real cost it can have on your finances, and most importantly, how you can avoid falling into this trap. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started. First, let's define what lifestyle inflation actually is. Lifestyle inflation happens when your spending increases as your income grows. For example, maybe you get a raise at work, and instead of saving or investing that extra money, you decide to upgrade your lifestyle. You might start buying nicer clothes, eating out more often, or even moving to a more expensive neighborhood. On the surface, it feels like you're just treating yourself, and hey, you've earned it, right? But here's the catch. If your expenses grow as fast as or faster than your income, you're not actually getting ahead financially. In fact, you might be setting yourself up for long-term financial stress. In your 30s, you're building a foundation for your future. You're likely thinking about things like saving for a down payment on a house, paying down student loan debt, investing for retirement, starting a family, or planning for your children's education. Lifestyle inflation can sabotage all of these goals. It's not just about spending more money, it's about how those extra expenses can derail your financial progress. Let's break down some of the common culprits and how they can impact your finances over time. 1. Upgrading your car. That shiny new car might look great in your driveway, but the costs go far beyond the sticker price. When you upgrade to a more expensive car, you're not just taking on higher monthly payments. You're also looking at increased insurance premiums, higher maintenance costs, and more expensive repairs. For example, let's say you trade in your reliable, paid-off car for a new SUV with a $600 monthly payment. Over 5 years, that's $36,000, and that doesn't even include insurance, gas, or maintenance. Instead of building wealth, you're sinking money into a depreciating asset. 2. Moving to a bigger place. More space might sound appealing, especially if you're starting a family or just want a home office. But moving to a bigger place comes with a lot of hidden costs. Your rent or mortgage payment will likely go up, and so will your utility bills. You'll also need to furnish that extra space, which can add thousands of dollars to your expenses. For instance, upgrading from a $1,500 a month apartment to a $2,500 a month house might not seem like a huge jump. But over a year, that's an extra $12,000, and that's before you factor in higher electricity, water, and internet bills. 3. Dining out more often. Those fancy dinners and weekend brunch might feel like a well-deserved treat, but they can add up quickly. Let's say you spend $50 on dinner twice a week and $30 on brunch every weekend. That's $560 a month, or $6,720 a year. Over time, that money could have been invested or saved for something more meaningful, like a down payment on a house or a dream vacation. Instead, it's going toward meals that are gone as soon as you leave the restaurant. 4. Buying designer clothes and accessories. Keeping up with the latest fashion trends can be tempting, especially when you're earning more. But designer clothes and accessories come with a hefty price tag. A $200 pair of shoes or a $1,000 handbag might not seem like a big deal in the moment, but those purchases can quickly add up. For example, if you spend $500 a month on clothes and accessories, that's $6,000 a year. Over a decade, that's $60,000 money that could have been invested and grown significantly over time. 5. Vacation creep. As your income grows, it's natural to want to take more frequent and more extravagant vacations. But vacation creep can be a major budget buster. A weekend getaway might turn into a week-long international trip, and a modest hotel might turn into a luxury resort. For instance, a 2000 vacation might seem reasonable, but if you take 3 of those a year, that's 6,000, and that doesn't include meals, activities, or souvenirs. Over 5 years, that's $30,000 spent on vacations, which could have been used to pay off debt, save for retirement, or invest in your future. These are just a few examples of how lifestyle inflation can creep into your life and sabotage your financial goals. The key is to be mindful of your spending and make intentional choices about where your money goes. Instead of upgrading your car, could you keep your current one and invest the difference? Instead of moving to a bigger place, could you declutter and make better use of the space you have? Instead of dining out every week, could you cook at home more often and save those special meals for truly meaningful occasions? By being intentional with your spending, you can avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation and stay on track to achieve your financial goals. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself, it's about making choices that align with your long-term vision for your life. Lifestyle inflation might feel good in the moment, but the long-term costs can be huge. By being mindful of your spending, prioritizing savings, and staying focused on your goals, you can enjoy your 30s without sacrificing your financial future. Remember, true wealth isn't about how much you spend. It's about how much you keep and grow. So take control of your finances, avoid the lifestyle inflation trap, and build the life you truly want. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy your hard-earned money. You've worked hard, and it's important to treat yourself from time to time. But it's about being intentional with your spending. You want to make sure your money is going toward things that truly add value to your life, not just fleeting pleasures that leave you with nothing to show for it. So, how can you combat lifestyle inflation and stay on track with your financial goals? Here are some practical tips to help you take control of your spending and build a more secure future. 1. Track your spending. The first step to combating lifestyle inflation is understanding where your money is going. Use budgeting apps like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or even a simple spreadsheet to track your expenses. When you see exactly how much you're spending on things like dining out, shopping, or entertainment, it's easier to identify areas where you can cut back. 2. Create a budget. Once you know where your money is going, create a budget that aligns with your financial goals. Set realistic spending limits for different categories like groceries, entertainment, and transportation, and stick to them. A budget isn't about restricting yourself. It's about giving every dollar a purpose. 3. Prioritize your financial goals. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and spend money on things that don't really matter in the long run. Instead, focus on your long-term goals, like saving for retirement, buying a home, or building an emergency fund. When you have a clear vision of what you're working toward, it's easier to say no to unnecessary expenses. 4. Distinguish between needs and wants. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Needs are things like rent, groceries, and utilities, essentials you can't live without. Wants are things like designer clothes, the latest tech gadgets, or expensive vacations. By prioritizing needs and being mindful about wants, you can avoid overspending and stay on track with your financial goals. 5. Automate your savings. One of the easiest ways to combat lifestyle inflation is to pay yourself first. Set up automatic transfers to your savings and investment accounts as soon as you get paid. This way, you're building wealth before you have a chance to spend the money. Aim to save at least 20% of your income and consider increasing that percentage as your income grows. 6. Embrace delayed gratification. In a world of instant everything, it's easy to give in to the urge to buy things immediately. But practicing delayed gratification can help you make smarter financial decisions. For example, if you see something you want, wait 30 days before buying it. Chances are, you'll realize you don't really need it, or you'll have saved up enough to buy it without going into debt. 7. Find free or low-cost alternatives. You don't have to spend a lot of money to have fun or enjoy life. Look for free or low-cost alternatives to your usual activities. Instead of dining out, host a potluck dinner with friends. Instead of going to an expensive concert, check out local live music events or outdoor festivals. There are so many ways to enjoy life without breaking the bank. By following these tips, you can avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation and stay on track to achieve your financial goals. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making intentional choices that align with your long-term vision for your life. Remember, true wealth isn't about how much you spend, it's about how much you keep and grow. So take control of your finances, avoid the lifestyle inflation trap, and build the life you truly want. Don't let lifestyle inflation derail your financial goals. Make smart choices now, and your future self will thank you. Save, invest, and build the life you truly want. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this reminder. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more tips on personal finance and building wealth. Let me know in the comments, what's one tip you're going to try to combat lifestyle inflation? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and keep making smart money moves.